Yeah.
Slick Rick, KRS, Lloyd Banks, Big L, Eminem, DMX, Drake.
Lloyd Banks.
Huh? Lloyd
Lloyd Banks.
Banks, of course. Bro,
Lyricist?
Lloyd the illicit lines ever.
All right, quote 4 bars. Impress me with 4 bars is.
Come on, X. Come on, I can't
Give me
think
4 bars. Yo, it shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard. 4 bars. 4 bars. No, fuck it. Give me 2. Give me 2.
I can't
2
think
bars.
of them.
Huh?
I can't think of them now. I just was writing
down. Okay. All right.
Hold on, let me ask you.
Okay, anybody I name? Bars on deck. Bars on deck.
Hold on, listen.
Niggas are shooters.
Wow. So DMX doesn't think Lloyd Banks was lyrical. Whoa, hold on. Let me digest this. Let me go get the lab coat and let me hold up. So they're doing this live Instagram because remember DMX had challenged Jay-Z about 2 weeks ago. Jay didn't respond. Introvert. Kind of expected that. I told people Jay's not doing nothing for the culture. He's not doing it for free. If this whole versus thing has exploited anything, it shows you that who really does it for the culture and who does it for the bag. But Jay's not fucking with it. So then he called out Eminem. M hasn't responded yet. But it's not a good matchup. I don't think M's scared. It's just not a good matchup. And then FatManScoop starts running off other rappers and he goes to Banks and DMX is like befuddled, like, hold up. And he says he's not lyrical. Now, I could throw that away. I mean, Banks is the punchline king. Just go listen to the Victory remix. I put a red dot on your head like it's part of your religion. So many quotable punchlines over the years. Shit could get uglier than the Masterpiece sneaker. This is all one record. But it's crazy because DMX came up in the same, that punchline rapper era where it was like Banks, Kiss, J Hood, Cassidy, Fab. That all was like late 90s, early 2000s. That's X's era. So at first I'm kind of like, okay, DMX is kind of coming off like the old head that don't want to get with the times. Because some old school rap fans, some old school old head niggas don't really respect that kind of rap. They don't think they're not impressed with that. The metaphors and the punchlines. They be like, it's either they can't get it, it's too quick, it's too witty, it's too hip. But I think it's crazy because X was around a lot of niggas like that. You know what I mean? Cassidy was on Rough Riders. Drag On, X did a lot of shit together. The Locks, you know what I mean? Come on. I mean, X was around a lot of that. But I think X is probably looking at it he almost looked like he felt like he was disrespected. I think, is looking for, as far as, X knows he's an icon in hip hop and he wants to go against other icons. If you didn't sell as many records as him, which Banks didn't, or if you didn't have as much of an impact on the culture as he did, which Banks did not, had potential but didn't, I think X is looking at it like that. That's why X's only 2 people he called out was Jay-Z and Eminem. X doesn't want to see him. I think X would probably accept going against 50 first before Banks, and not from a lyrical or a skill set, but just iconism, popularity, culture shifts, people who really made a big change in the game, not just based off punchlines and mixtapes. I think a lot of people still look at Lloyd Banks as just a mixtape rapper, and it's crazy because he did go platinum. He did put out successful hit records, but it's been so long, and that's why I was saying Banks has been away for so long. I think some people have really fucking forgotten his legacy. Rather it's the punchlines or the fact that he once was a seller. He once did have hit records on the radio and in the club, and you know what I mean? He just walked away from it, and now people are questioning his legacy, and the fans have to come out here and defend him, and it gets a little tiresome at times. But I think DMX, I think if this was worded wrong, I think he knows Banks gets busy with the bars. I just think DMX is looking at it from an icon versus icon perspective, and he don't feel like Lloyd Banks is in his ballpark when it comes to record sales, recognition. To this day, when you see DMX, you know what I'm saying? That DMX is one of the most recognizable people in hip hop history. The voice, the swagger, everything about him. He was a superstar from day one. And that's why it was like either Eminem or Jay. X didn't even bother because, like I said, he's looking at that. He's looking at it from that perspective. I don't think he's looking at it like a battle, because I mean, you're not battling anybody lyrically. You're just playing each other's hits. Because if you did go for hit, we know X would win that. Hands down, X would win a hit battle with Lloyd Banks. But if it was anything else around, it's a different thing. because Banks could wrap circles around DMX. But X is looking at it from that point of view, and that's why. But it just came off kind of disrespectful, and people was like, "Oh shit!" Like, what do you say to that? And I'm like, X is tripping. But I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay, I see what X is saying. He just worded it the wrong way. He's a wild dude. You know what I mean? But he definitely know what Banks is about. He wasn't smoking that much crack back then. X know what's up. But let me know what y'all think, man. DMX, he sound like he almost got his offended, like he got his feelings hurt when FatManScoop brought up Lloyd Banks versus X.